We are live at the 50th Annual CMA Awards in Nashville with Chase Rice. Good to see you.
Good to see you, man.
You've been up to some new music, I know. Been working on quite a bit for quite a while.
Quite a bit for quite a while is the problem. It's quite a while. It's been 2.5 years since Ignite the Night. I'm ready to put out a record, man. It's almost done. We just have so much time to keep making tweaks, so I keep overthinking stuff, and you don't think about stuff enough, and it's just you get too much time to think about it, and that's kind of the phase we're in right now. I'm just ready to be forced to put out an album.
Yeah. Now, come on, you're a former football player where the mantra is once the game's behind you, you forget it, you move on.
Move on.
You got to focus on what's coming up, and you're now monkeying around on this stuff, huh?
That's the problem. Yeah. It's the good part about it though is we've had time to really make tweaks that are just taking the album to a whole nother level. So it's a double-edged sword, but it's February. Hopefully, we'll get the album out and be rolling.
All right. Well, you got new music out from it already, though.
Everybody we know does.
Yep. Everybody we know does. Which I grew up in Virginia, and it hits home.
That's the goal, man. I grew up in Carolina, so same thing. But it's just so relatable to so many people, whether you're in Virginia or California. You know, it's about my life as a kid, and you kind of get away from that when you move to town. You see the lights, the city, and now it's back to who you are. I got a farm now in Tennessee, so it's back to the roots.
Working farm or gentleman's farm?
Cattle. So
Really?
It's a working farm, cattle, and I'm going to put I'm trying to set it up for hunting next year, and so I'm going to put a lot of corn on it, but the cattle will stay.
Really? And are you out there working the land yourself and everything?
I do all the work, most of the work myself. I have my buddy Gavin now helps me with it, but we're literally just it starts as work, and then Gavin brings his Yeti out full of Coors Light, and it turns into we're having a day.
We got to get you focused, man. Come on now.
Hey, man, the beer helps. No, that believe it or not, that farm is creeping. It's like you hear it with Everybody We Know Does. The video for Everybody We Know Does was out there, and it's working its way into my music. That's how I grew up, man, and it's good to go back to that.
You've been on the road for quite a bit now, many years. You were with Kenny Chesney there for a while, and
awesome.
Lucas Oil Stadium in particular in Indianapolis.
First stadium I ever played.
Yeah, and what was it like for you being? I mean, you played football in stadiums maybe not quite that size, but maybe some of them in the college circuit.
They were probably that size. I mean, how many does it hold?
About 65. I want to say 65,000.
We
something
played,
like that.
Playing at Clemson. There's 80 to 90,000 there. We had a 65,000 at Carolina.
But a very different experience when you're standing on the stage in front of a microphone.
All eyes are on you. If you mess up, they're gonna know. You mess up as a linebacker, maybe they don't see it. But yeah, you mess up on stage, they're gonna see it. It was pretty special. And Chuck Pagano was one of my college coaches, so it was just a special night. He came out and first stadium. It's just overall it was an awesome night. And I'm opening for Kenny Chesney, man. Come on, you can't beat that.
Incredible. Speaking of Coach Pagano, any chance you could help us out just a touch this season? You want to play a little more football?
I would love to. I don't think he'd take me though.
I think we'll take anybody at this point.
I'm not in shape like I was back then, but he literally, I would say, is probably my favorite coach I've ever played for. He's a great guy. I don't know why they're not winning, but I wouldn't say it's Chuck's fault, man. He's my favorite coach I've ever played for.
They say any given Sunday, though, in the NFL, you never know who's going to win. So
never know.
It's a tough league.
Hopefully I get it turned around. My camera guy's from Indy, so I hear about the Colts every single week.
We'll send some mojo our way, please.
I hope they turn it around, especially for Coach P's sake.
And some more music, too, coming out next year from Chase Rice, hanging out with us here at the 50th Annual CMA Awards on Country 97.1 Hank FM.